So from the last episode, we actually had the PS5 pre-order happen, and you were able to get one.
Kwong, not only did I buy one, but I bought two.
What? Oh my god! I did not know that. Wow. Why?
Why? I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because certainly, we did that video where Joe's buying two PS5s, and it was not my intent, and I did not want to buy. I didn't go into the pre-order thinking I'm going to buy as many as I could, or as many as two. I just wanted to get one, right? So PS5 pre-order was a bit of a mess, and all the pre-orders were a bit of a mess, but PS5 was a bit of a mess because they did that showcase, right? And then a tweet comes out saying PS5 pre-orders as early as, I think it was the 17th, right?
Yeah.
The next day, which, I'm like, cool. I'm at work. All is good. I'll pre-order it tomorrow. I was in the middle. That was my big project week. So I was going to have a tough time pre-ordering it. Was not happy that it was happening that week. And there was no word on what time it was going to be. There was no word on the PlayStation Direct pre-orders that we had signed up for. No word on anything. Then as I'm getting home, I don't know if you messaged me or if I started seeing things, you messaged me saying, hey, and this was the 16th. Guess what? Stuff's starting to go up for pre-order. And I'm in my car driving home from work, and I just in the process of getting in the door, and like went over for pre-order the disc edition, a regular edition. I'm like, now? It's not supposed to be till tomorrow. And then retailers started turning on their pre-orders. Walmart, Target, Best Buy, GameStop, eventually Amazon just started turning on their pre-orders. And then it was madness, right? I was trying to get a pre-order in for like an hour and a half. Could not get one. Just could not get one. All the websites were having problems. A lot of people were getting pre-orders, but not me. I couldn't get in. And then finally gave up probably around 7:30ish. I was like, I'm done. I gave up. No email from PlayStation saying, hey, here's your pre-order link, like they said might happen, or which I signed up for. Figured I would get one as much money as I've spent on PlayStation, right? Many games as I've bought. And then, I thought, was really disappointed, was really kind of ticked off, right? Because they jumped the gun. Like 2 days before, the head of Sony was like, we're going to give you lots of time to, plenty of advance notice, lots of time, pre-orders are going to go good. And then that didn't happen. And then so I was kind of ticked off. I couldn't sleep. Not like it's the end of the world. Oh my gosh, I didn't get to order my video game console. But it was the end of a long day. Kind of just disappointing, right? Was not going to pay any scalpers for one. But then, I couldn't sleep, so I was on my phone, saw on Twitter, hey, Best Buy seems to be working. Went downstairs like 12:30 in the morning, put one in my car, refreshed. And, confirmed. I finally got one. Yeah. Not the version that I wanted. I got the regular edition with the disc. Wasn't the version that I wanted. But look, I got it in my car, order confirmation. Okay, now I can go to bed. Well, a couple of days later, the PlayStation Direct. Actually, the very next day, I got an email from PlayStation saying, hey, you're going to be able to pre-order a PlayStation 5 tomorrow at 10 a.m. from the PlayStation Store. This is, make sure you get in there, and it's while supplies last. So I'm like, while supplies last means I'm going to have a stinking problem. If I were to try it, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to be at work. I'm not going to be able to get one anyway, right? So, but I already had one. So I'm like, okay, well, I already have one, so I'm not going to worry about that anyway. So I was at work on Friday, had a moment to relax. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon. My pre-order window went up at 10. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see what would happen. Let me see what's going on just so I could see, curious if it would work or not. So I go in, click my link, PlayStation Store. There's my digital edition. Add to cart. Oh, add to cart. Check out. Confirmed. I have a digital edition now. This is 2.5 hours after my pre-order window. and it
Oh,
was
really?
smooth. It was smooth as butter. I had no issues with the website, no issue adding to my cart, no issue checking out. I figured they'd be gone already again. But no, PlayStation sent me an email, gave me a window, and I ordered one easily from PlayStation. So that's how I ended up with 2 pre-orders. And the reason why I didn't want to order 2 is because I don't want to be one of those stingy guys, because that's something someone else can have, right? A lot of people didn't get pre-orders, so I don't need 2. But now I have to keep my 2 because I'm worried that one, I'm not so much worried that my pre-order is not going to come from PlayStation. I worry that my pre-order is not going to come from Best Buy. People
Okay.
have been getting cancellations from various retailers, and
Ooh, okay.
and Best Buy on my Ghost of Tsushima Collector's Edition. I
Yeah,
pre-ordered that. I didn't get it,
they gave
so
you
I'm
a
only
free.
right. So I'm only holding 2 pre-orders because I'm worried that I'm not going to get one of them. I don't want
Okay.
2 consoles. I want the digital edition. I will probably get both consoles, but then I'll probably sell one of them.
Oh yeah, worst case scenario, I'll grab this one because I actually didn't get any at all, which was super funny because when you texted me at like midnight, I was like playing a game, I think like Warzone or something, and I was like, "What the hell is this guy doing up at 12 a.m. in the morning?" And you sent me the screenshot of the digital edition. I'm like, "This mother, you got one!" Like I was like, "What?" I didn't get a notification or anything. Yeah, it was a mess because I think I had a really huge chance of getting one from Walmart because that's when I texted you. But I was like, oh, I didn't think it was going to be a huge disaster. I was like, oh, I kind of wanted it to wait for it to be on Amazon if I can get 5% back on it. But yeah, then it was just like everywhere. My cousin was texting me, he's like, oh yeah, it's on Walmart. You can get it now. I'm like, I put it in my cart. I'm like, do I want to check out? Nah, I'll just leave it. And then, because I didn't think it was just gonna be that, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. And then he said, "Oh yeah, they're sold out." And I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh, but I got one from Target." I was like, "What the hell?" So everybody's throwing up their pre-orders. And then I checked like instock.com or something like that, where they're pretty good on pretty reputable. And then they're like, "Oh, Amazon hasn't came up yet." I was like, "Okay, Amazon's actually pretty good. They'll let me know." And then apparently Amazon happened.
I don't ever pre-order anything on Amazon anymore because I don't know what their deal is, but
yeah, it was crazy, man. I was like, oh damn it, that sucks. Yeah, they did it like early in the morning, and I was like knocked out, and I was like, oh well, I didn't really think about it because then I'm not super excited to get the console at launch. So that's why I wasn't like, oh, I gotta be online at this certain time. I was like, whatever. But I was super glad that you got it because I know you really, 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 really wanted one. So I was glad that you were able to get one.
And like I have 2 on order, but I will sell the disc one to you if I don't want it, and I only mark it up by like $500 or something. So you can buy one for $1,000, right? I wouldn't do that, but I don't like the scalpers. I'm very anti scalper. Taking advantage of people. But there's a theory on, even though PlayStation said they weren't going to do it like that, there's a theory on why they did that, and that was because it made sure that bots weren't ready for it. That the scalpers and the bots, they weren't ready for it. So yeah, the pre-order was hectic and was crazy, but it was from actual people getting PlayStations. It wasn't from the bots, right? Is why
That's smart.
probably turned it on, or could have just been a lack of communication on PlayStation's part, but definitely was more difficult for the bots because
Sloppy talk.